This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there, caught at the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
The 27-yard line.
Come on. Cowboy.
Davis now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's now third down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the gun on third down, Davis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Packers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
26-yard line.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down at the 20.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
60 by 6. Purple 80.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Davis. Throw left side to Higgins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Let's go. Ready.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in him as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready. Hiking. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
Looking to throw. Davis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Rome Odunze, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights through, and now a crease. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
70.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Delgado. Already he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. This is intercepted. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Packers defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Trevino. These two teams all tied after 1.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Middle. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Harrison for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The kicker on
Now for the point after. he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Chiefs 14, Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Davis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Davis. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
The pressure came off of the corner, and while they recognized it and turned it into a big play, I'm looking at the defense on that one because when you do bring extra pressure, you have to rotate someone over for coverage, and I think he was a step too late and gave up a big play.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Davis from the gun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
Back to throw. Davis trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He sets the fire deep.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll run on first down. It's Little. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Now Mahomes. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
a gain of 21 yards. First down, Kansas City.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now Patrick going to change the play.
First down, Chiefs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Mahomes now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Stevenson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Let's go. Let's go.
Davis now. Following a fumble recovery, he'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
On
On the give, here's Robinson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it back in, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And they'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready?
Looking to throw. Davis. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Go.
Back to throw. Davis. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A gain of 4 yards.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Packers 10.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Viking 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. Davis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
On the jump.
22 yards. That's another Packers
Let's go
first
now.
down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
22-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
On 2nd and 10, Davis. On the RPO, he'll keep. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Chiefs 31, Packers 10.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Go.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come on, come on. Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now
a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go. Little. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for Kansas City, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.